Our first story is called Miss Shy and the Fairy Godmother, written by the same artists. Little Miss Shy is the shyest person that you will ever meet. Except that you will probably never meet her because she never goes out. So she didn't get excited when she arrived, an invitation to Little Miss Splendid's grand ball. She got worried and flustered. She wanted to go, but she worried about all the people. So she would not go, but she wanted to go. Little Miss Shy was in a dilemma. Plucking up all her courage, she rang Little Miss Sunshine for some advice. "Do you know what I would do?" said Little Miss Sunshine. "I'd go out and buy a new pair of shoes. It always gives my confidence a boost." Miss Shy followed her advice and went to the shoe shop. "Please, I'd like to buy some new shoes," said Miss Shy in a quiet voice. "I can't hear you," boomed Miss Bossy, who worked in the shoe shop. "Speak up." Miss Shy blushed. Oh, look," cried Miss Naughty. Gosh, all right," exclaimed Miss Bossy. And she was right. Miss Shy was turning pinker and pinker. "She looks like a strawberry blancmange," giggled Miss Naughty cruelly. Miss Shy, by this stage, pink from the top of her head to the tips of her toes. She burst into tears and ran out of the shop. Oh dear. Poor Little Miss Shy, she was so miserable she could not sleep. She sat in front of the fire quietly crying to herself. I will never go to the ball," she sobbed. "Oh, yes, you will," came a faraway reply. Suddenly a ball of light entered the room, and as it grew brighter, a small silver-haired woman appeared at its centre. "Who are you?" asked Miss Shy. "I am your fairy godmother," said the woman kindly, "and you will go to the ball." "But I'm too shy," said Miss Shy. "Not with the right pair of shoes," said the fairy godmother, who waved her magic wand. Miss Shy's old bedroom slippers transformed into a pair of glass ballroom slippers, the most beautiful shoes Miss Sunshine had ever set eyes on. Then the most amazing thing happened. Miss Shy was suddenly filled with confidence. All her shyness disappeared. "But you must remember," warned the fairy godmother, "that on your last stroke of midnight, on the night of the ball, if you are still wearing the shoes, they will turn back into ordinary bedroom slippers." The following evening, Miss Shy went to the ball, and she had the most wonderful evening of her life. She danced all night long. Everyone was dazzled by her beautiful glass slippers. Miss Shy was so unlike her usual self that nobody recognized her. Near the end of the ball, Miss Splendid stood up and made an announcement. "I have a surprise for you all. There is a prize for the best dancer at the ball tonight, and I and my fellow judges have decided that this prize should be awarded to—" She paused. "The girl in the glass ballroom slippers." As Miss Splendid spoke, the bell in the clock tower rang the first stroke of midnight. In a flash, Miss Shy remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She couldn't go up and receive her prize without the glass slippers. Miss Shy could feel herself starting to blush. She panicked and flew out from the ballroom. As she ran, one of the glass slippers fell from her foot. "Where is the girl in the glass ballroom slippers?" called Miss Splendid. But nobody couldn't find her. She had disappeared. All they could find was one glass slipper. "I must have the winner," cried Miss Splendid. "Search the land until you find her." So Miss Splendid's friends went out in search for a girl whose foot would fit the glass slipper. Everybody wanted to claim the prize, but nobody's foot would fit. Miss Bossy and Miss Naughty tried on the slipper, and of course it did not fit either of them. You should try Miss Shy, suggested Miss Naughty shyly. Let's go and watch her turn pink, she said to Miss Bossy. Oh, you are naughty, giggled Miss Bossy. So they all arrived at Miss Shy's house. Poor Miss Shy, she did not know where to put herself, and of course she turned pink. But not as pink as Miss Naughty and Miss Bossy when the glass slipper fitted Miss Sunshine's foot. They were speechless. Miss Splendid will want to present your prize to you in person, said Mr. Happy. Miss Shy's prize was a pair of pink dancing shoes. Her fairy godmother smiled down on her as little Miss Splendid put the shoes on Miss Shy's feet. They fitted perfectly, and they matched Miss Shy perfectly. Miss Shy was so proud and very pink. Time for our second story.